All right. Just waiting for us to cut over.
Yep. And we're alive, says Faceless Void gets insta-banned by Team 90s, who were definitely not watching the last game.
10 seconds.
100%.
Dyer's turn to ban.
Okay. So we need to look for, at this moment,
Radiant's turn to ban.
I believe we're looking for Primal Beast. Yep. Mars
Yep.
is another big one.
Dyer's turn to ban.
Nature's Prophet. I'm not too sure about Nature's Prophet.
No, I haven't really seen myself yet if a Nature's Prophet is particularly good or bad. I feel like that may be a bad touch from the past
5 seconds.
for the side of
Yeah.
Team 90s there.
Yeah, he did get kind of nerfed. His early game got clobbered with a hammer. I don't
Yeah,
know if
that
you
early damage reduction, yeah.
Yeah, and teleport having a cooldown of an age long. AA, so no bursting through beefy boys.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Nice bit of alliteration. Rubik getting banned out. So Enigma should be the response here, either picked or banned.
Choose.
Oh, and Venge got banned, so there we go.
No Venge, nice. Nice.
It's always a bonus for you. You get tired of seeing her over and over again.
Yeah. Enigma is a good pick here if you have an offlaner who can play him, because they've already banned out the Rubik for you. So
Yeah, and the Venge has been banned as well.
5 seconds. Dyer's turn to pick.
Oh! Shadow Shaman.
I
That
haven't
is.
seen him in quite
I
a
was
while.
about to say that is not a hero that I have seen played seriously for a while now.
It is Radiant's ban.
Most of the time, it's someone being a bit derpy, or someone who doesn't really know the characters that much.
So CM is the reply when Venge gets banned. Fair enough, fair enough.
So I saw this crazy new build the other day, right? It was a lane combo, right? Where they played Crystal Maiden and Juggernaut. Can you imagine?
Wow, that's quite impressive.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it was Feeders and Fed that were the ones who picked it. I may be wrong. I do stand to be corrected, however. So, I wonder if it's a possible Juggernaut carry to follow up on the next round of picks.
It is Dyer's ban.
Well, Death Prophet and Timbersaw getting knocked out currently.
Yeah. I gotta say, unfortunately, in this phase of the game, the amount of bans that happen, you don't really start seeing a strategy forming
Seconds.
in person until
The second pick phase, yeah.
fairly far away in.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And to answer your question, yeah, it was wild. Crystal Maiden and Juggernaut laning together. Can you imagine?
So you see, the trick is the CM frostbites someone, and then the Juggernaut spins, and then they can't run away from the spin because the CM frostbited him.
Yeah,
Mind-blowing stuff.
ridiculous.
So, 4 carries, Juggernaut is still in the pool, Naga is still in the pool.
And Mars has
Yeah.
been a staple pretty much all the time. If you don't see him banned, he gets picked.
Yeah. The arena is just way too much control. The spear, the distance it can hit you from, his tankiness. Mars is just the full package, man.
Yeah, because just a decent all-rounder.
And who can say no to those pecs? Look at those things.
I know! Imagine, Mr. Muscleman, he's scary.
So what will the response be? You can kind of lane counter Mars, but not really.
Radiant's turn.
Doesn't have anyone who's super sad to go against.
Ooh. Centaur.
Yeah, pretty standard offlaners.
I was about to say
One
nothing
team.
unusual.
Yeah. It's the gentleman's agreement of this phase of the patch, I think. One team gets Mars, the other gets Centaur.
Seconds remain.
And then occasionally one of them gets banned out and the other one is Axe.
5
Yeah.
seconds remain.
Or Beastmaster, as I saw Nero play
Oh,
earlier
right.
today.
I haven't actually seen a
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster play it, if I'm honest. Well, anyway, not on a game we've watched anyway.
Yeah, he's looking super good, but you need a specific type of player. for Beastmaster.
I was about to say, it's not the sort of hero that you can just go, hey, just pick up Beastmaster quickly and play it for me.
A lot of reserve time being used on the second pick.
Yeah, that seems to be a fairly normal thing in the second round when you're, again, with this many picks being done in such short time, as opposed to the sort of older days. In the middle is where you're really starting to lock down your strategy, so I guess people think a bit more about it as Undying gets picked up.
So that's a 4-position Shadow Shaman.
There is
Undying
going
versus
to
Mars?
be so much hatred in a concentrated area for the side of 90s.
Yeah, definitely. I am looking forward to what their carry is going to be, because a lot of the good options have been banned out.
5 seconds.
Faceless Void, PA. And I mean, going against Mars.
Yeah, because Mars is a fairly big lane bully as well. But I mean, on the counter side, so Centaur, so as a Snapfire. Ooh. On the tail side of, I was going to say, in the tail side of the game that they were playing now, if I'm not mistaken, they had a Snapfire. I think that'll be a mid on us.
Yeah, either mid or one of the supports, we'll see.
5
Mid Snapfire kind of fell off a cliff after the nerfs, but I mean, if you're planning to take the game late,
I suppose yeah, no, you might be right. It might be a 4. I suppose I got Pavloved so hard into just expecting mid Snapfire every time. I need to explain that joke, I think. The Pavlov is a philosopher from who basically came up with the idea that every time he was about to feed some dogs, he'd ring a bell. And then he got it to the point where just ringing the bell made all the dogs start going wild and like start salivating just at the thought. So basically he figured out that you're able to condition someone to associate one thing with another thing. So getting Pavloved means that you get so used to something that you can't really see it any other way again.
Yeah. I think it's literally just I don't like having Undying Tombstone around in fights. Like, more than anything else.
I didn't even think about that, that's true. Oh, okay.
There's the mid.
Yep, so that's a 4 Snapfire as Invoker gets picked up. Us was the last time the guy who played Invoker. He's quite the specialist on the side of feeders unfed as far as an Invoker player goes.
10 seconds remain.
Yeah. Very bold to pick it without seeing the mid matchup, though, with Wop still in the pool, I think.
I suppose it's one of those where if you're confident enough, oh dear.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, that too.
I was going to say, if you're confident enough with a hero like Invoker, you can just sort of play it anyway, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Quap is the counter, but I mean, OD is just a pain in the ass, to be honest, for every single mid.
It just, it doesn't really matter what you are, there is no real, I want to say, hard counter to him. Like, there's people who can deal with him. Like, I'd say Queen of Pain deals with him and probably beats him in lane, but it's not a hard counter, really, because she starts getting a little bit too big for her bridge, you just put her away and walk.
The only one I can see is Huskar doing well against OD. But
Okay.
even then, he can just astral you and ignore you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, just put you away and walk. What is your strategy to deal with that player? I put him away, then I got up and walked away.
10 seconds remain.
Put him in horny jail.
It is Radiant's ban.
So, just carries getting banned fast on Varus?
Yeah,
Pretty expected, yeah.
fairly, yeah, I was going to say. I mean, for the amount of spare time that was being used earlier, there is still a lot of reserve time on both teams though to pick the carries.
Yeah. Looking at Team 90s, I do have a suggestion, but I doubt they're going to go for it.
Pray tell.
Templar.
5 seconds remain.
Templar carry for Team 90s.
For Team 90s against the Mars.
Hmm.
Because you're going up against a Mars Snapfire lane, and Snapfire would have to QE early.
Yeah,
Which
I suppose there's
is
not
really
a
annoying.
ridiculous amount of dots either. Damage over
Yeah.
time for them on feeders. The only thing that they really have as dots is the Snapfire ult, I feel.
Yeah. So Templar can be a good one. You just need to watch out for the Snapfire.
To be fair, Mars Shard gives them a flaming dots, and then Crystal
I'm
Maiden.
talking
I think
laning
the freeze,
phase.
Yeah, well, no, the laning phase. You're right. That's a good concept. Unless they decided to do something really janky and like put Snapfire as a 5 and Crystal Maiden 4, but
Or you
otherwise.
could,
Radiant's
with the
team
Undying, you could always go like a sniper.
There's a Drow
that
ban. It's the last ban there. So
Yeah.
I don't
Drow-
know if I agree with the Drow ban. I wouldn't say
Drop
she's
ban.
traditionally good against Centaur necessarily. Maybe it's just the expectation that she can just exist in a lane against Centaur, whereas a melee carry is a bit more
5 seconds.
inclined to not.
The silence is a bit annoying for the OD to deal with.
I suppose Luna gets picked up. There we go.
Okay,
There
well,
is a
Magic can-
lot of hate in a small area for the Talented 90s.
Yeah, but sorry about that.
Bless you!
Thank you. A lot of it is alt dependent, so they can be abused with timings. Yeah.
I suppose,
Uh,
yes.
The issue with
5
Luna
seconds remain.
is I'm not too confident with her in a lane against Mars.
Ah,
Like,
see,
she has the magic damage
she has
passed
the
through it, but-
she has the downside of melee and the downside of range. That she's a squishy
Yeah.
melee character, effectively.
Yeah. Let's see what feeders Unfed want to pick, because that might have been.
What are your thoughts?
Well, Luna would have been really good for feeders Unfed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They banned out Jug themselves. So that's
Yeah,
not currently
interesting.
available. PL.
PL against Centaur is just the worst feeling ever. I feel like they want to go something ranged theoretically. Oh!
Will enforce your
So on one side they have someone who has the downsides of being both melee and ranged, and then on the other side we have someone who has the upsides of being both melee and ranged.
Yeah, Monkey King is a really good pick for them because I mean the combo with the Arena and the Monkey King ult. Also, it kind of dumpsters lane against Centaur. He is going to go up against a Centaur Shadow Shaman lane, which means it's not as bad as it could be. But just any melee offlaner against Monkey King feels sad.
Yeah. It's
The,
gonna be very rough.
the only problem I foresee for FU is Luna is, like, in terms of scale. Like, you could
Yeah,
have two
they
fully
don't
fed Monkey King.
they don't have ultra late game, I suppose, on the side of feeders.
Yeah, if you had two fully fed Monkey Kings, like 6-slotted,
Yeah.
going up against a 6-slotted Luna, I think the 6-slotted Luna would actually win that fight. Like, that's how bad it is.
Monkey King is very tempo, yes. They've got a timer for sort of like 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, but if they get ahead and stay ahead and manage to snowball it, I think this is very favored for FU.
Alright. Well, it's that time again. Who do you think's going to win? So far, you're on a 4-for-4 streak. Or is it 5-for-5? One or the other. You're on a streak.
Yeah, I think it's 5-for-5.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with FU.
Do I be a gentleman again? Screw it. You know what? I'm going to continue my streak of betting against you for the sake of being against you. So I'm going to go for 90s.
Okay.
Alright, so
Let's
to
see.
start ourselves off, playing the Undying today will be Mr. Birdwin. We assume he will be a 5 position for now. In the carry role, we have GS. He'll be playing the Luna. Whoop, and we have a quick pause. Normal South African Dota things. That's fine. The Shadow Shaman will be played by blah 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 blah. And from now on, that's what I will call him, because if you want to use Chinese lettering, I'm going to speak Chinese.
I don't. Yeah, no, that's Chinese, not Japanese.
Okay.
If it was Japanese, I could have maybe read that out for you, but yeah.
Alright, well, there's a triple disconnect that always bodes well. So, well, it gives us time to continue, I suppose, through this. So, last on this team, we have Centaur Warrunner. He will be played by Garage Equipment in your 3 position. Now, this should be, anyone who watched the last game shouldn't be too much of a surprise that we see Mr. Asrath. He will be playing the Invoker today. Last game, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we gave him MVP. He just had a game where he just sort of controlled it from beginning to end. Few
it just
mistakes here
doesn't-
and there, not infallible, but that just makes things more entertaining.
Yeah.
Continuing, Mo on the Crystal Maiden. He'll be the 5th position for today. Mr. Man with a Van. I feel like we've seen him multiple times being playing as Mars. Carrying on, Snapfire will be played by Ares. And last, we have a courier. And that courier will be played by, I can't see the name, so it's Mr. 333. So Mr. 333 is playing Carty the courier today.
Yes. I am not looking forward to the Centaurs game. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because if you look at the combo of Invoker, CM, and Monkey King, you're just going to be standing still while Sunstrike kills you.
I've got to say, I'm a bit sad that you weren't impressed by the fact that I was able to tell that that was Carty the courier when he was that camouflaged in the river.
You could click on him and see his portrait, Steve.
I didn't.
Oh wow, well done.
How about that?
Well,
We have a double smoke wraparound. Unfortunately, they double smoked in opposite directions.
passing each other in the night.
I gotta say, it is quite fun to look and see that the Dire and Radiant are in Dire.
Yep, that's just how level 1 fights go these days.
Monkey
King is-
might be scouting them. I don't know if he has vision quite yet. It's still night time though.
I don't believe he does, no.
There is a lot of pinging going on there, so I think Shaman just telling Luna to move up the lane.
Those who bear witness will not
Yeah,
soon
no,
fall.
nothing ridiculous going on. It's a 2-for-2 bounty as yeah, they suspected that he was still up on that tree. They're not even going to check for the bounty runes there. So, having a look at this, who do we think is going to be a dumpster lane? Which is the lane to watch? What are we thinking here?
To be honest, there's a lot of kill potential in both of the side lanes. In the mid lane, this is purely a skill matchup versus a... Well, that W is very balanced matchup.
Wait, he can do that again already? Matchup.
Yeah.
As a top lane, yeah, there's a normal aggression going out. Something that people don't talk about often enough, by the way. Shadow Shaman's right click is still 70 damage, by the way.
Yeah, it's still... it hurts a lot. I think the change where everyone got Stout Shield, his melee, kind of made it a bit less of a thing to care about. But still, ow.
Yeah, this is still a big chunk if you stand still and take a couple of them without willing. At bottom
Yeah,
lane,
I'm not-
Ares and Birdwin having a bit of a ding-dong over here. Unfortunately, Birdwin getting the worst side of it for now. He needs a few levels before he can really trade properly with Snapfire.
Yep. That's the Universal coming in. The problem is Undying gets tankier, but Snapfire starts hurting more.
Yeah, I'm more thinking about the access to abilities once he's able to sort of steal a bit more strength and, you know, sort of carry on a bit. As in mid, we have a lot of backward and forward.
Yeah,
Last
I
hits
trust
are
this.
very much in Us's favor though. As top lane, a Shackle comes out with a couple more hits, they
I'm
will
Dignol.
bring down the
You've
monkey, and
just
there's
achieved first
your
blood.
first blood.
Thanks and have fun.
Indeed. Not a good idea, well, not a good feeling for Monkey to die in the early game.
Yeah, but I mean,
Always
to be
feels
fair,
bad.
it is a Shadow Shaman and Centaur.
Centaur
The
lane.
amount of lockdown is unreal.
I'm not too confident with Luna's laning against Mars, if I'm going to be completely honest with you on the other side. We'll see how that pans out, but yeah, I would expect if he's going... Oh, he's going Quaswex, never mind.
Got excited for a second and then wilted immediately.
I was waiting for the Sunstrike to come out, because
Oh!
when you have Spear, you have Frostbite.
Tornado to secure the last hit. So, I guess I tell you what though, I'm so used to an FU game just turning into an absolute shit show from minute 2 that I'm almost a bit surprised that we've only had 1 kill at 3 minutes.
Yeah, this is a very slow start. Despite First Blood going 90's way, FU is still in the lead on net worth, purely thanks to Mars and Invokers being such units.
Yeah, just the last hit's definitely serving them very well up front. It's a bit of a situation, I suppose. Invoker, again, as you were saying, the universal early bracer to help them secure those extra assets, you know. Not quite as abusive as maybe the old days when, as bottom lane, to stop that thought, a lot of damage being thrown out on GS here. Man with Van whiffing a little bit on the rebuke, but yeah, still a little bit of territory sort of marked there from FU so far.
Yeah, he definitely has enough mana to do the combo again, so CS bit of watch.
As in mid lane, these two are slapping each other around a lot. They're both fairly low at this point.
Yeah, this is just how OD matchups go. OD gets really low. And
As
then
top lane,
the other
a
guy
bit of a
gets
return coming on. It looks like a bit of a commitment now from both sides. They both want to try and get something as Monkey King.
Ooh,
He will
okay,
get the
Jingo.
Jingo stacks up and manages to keep himself alive with one more hit. Does he have the jump? No! That was a bit of a misplay. I think he would have got him just from running.
It's difficult to tell.
He jumped up in the... Well, he had no chance doing it in the tree.
Yeah, I think he was getting out of the way of CM for Frostbite, but Shadow Shaman was just a bit out of the range.
Oh, either way, it's, that is their first kill in the lane. And in the game, actually, excuse me. As a Centaur whiffs a nice little stun there.
There's something that was brought up in ESL. I don't know if you watched it. The issue with Centaur, with the way they changed his stun, is you can't layer it anymore. You can't layer inputs. You have to shift to use an item after the stun.
I never even considered that. To be fair, I think it's broken. I love the fact that while he is astral imprisoned in mid, by the way, that as it looks like he's going to get a cold snap, and with the blood grenade and a few more right clicks, will he be able to do it? Yes, he does. One PC goes down.
93 base damage feels great.
That's
man.
fun.
I'm so happy.
This is functional. Ice Frog knows what he's doing. He's making Ice Wrath good because they share the same pro.
Oh, Courier going down and bot.
Imagine.
Yeah. So my favorite character is back in the meta, or my second favorite character, Puck. So I am so happy I don't play mid anymore, seeing as how Invokers.
Oh, there's a bit of a turnaround coming back. Throwing out a bit more damage. Oh, gets the EMP, so he'll get himself a bit of mana back.
Yeah. Meanwhile, top, Birdwin is just zoning out 333 because both of the supports are going for the power runes.
So,
1k net worth advantage coming out of laning stage. The monkey, though, is the one who's suffering, and that's the problem because he's going to be all your tempo.
Yeah, well, that's what you were saying. Hey, if this game is going to go well for FU, it's going to be because of 333.
Yeah, he needs to get ahead and stay ahead with the Monkey King. To be fair, they do have Ice Wrath on a signature hero, so maybe he can make up for it and bring 333 back into it.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
But you are never going to... If you are on equal footing with a Luna, you are never going to be the one who catches up.
Yeah, 100%, especially as a Monkey King. To be fair, though, if he goes a non-farming build, which doesn't look like he is, he's going to... So I'm talking about like Diffusal Blade. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's just pretending to be a tree.
So, what I will say though is the last hits at the moment are very, very even across the board actually.
Yes.
And mid throw himself up the Ghost Walk. By the way, I was laughing about it a little bit earlier, so I didn't realize that if you pop a healing salve and then get astraled, you keep healing until you come out of it. It's a bit. Yes. I think that's a bit janky, but hey oh. As a nice little D ward mission coming in from Mo here, he's gonna be able to clear out. Yeah, he gets 3 wards for 1.
That's very nice.
Very good return on investment for Mo there.
Unfortunately, he's not an alchemist, so he doesn't get gold for all those sentry wards. So the Monkey King, if he goes a tempo build like Diffusal into, well, Harpoon, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
He can catch up on farm by killing heroes, but planning for that in a high-level game is very disrespectful, I would say.
Were you watching bottom lane?
No.
Your description was shown perfectly, by the way, of the Snapfire's purpose in this game. So it looked like they were trying to commit a little bit there to try and do some damage and possibly kill the Mars. But so they dropped a Tombstone because Snapfire wasn't around. Mars managed to get out, and Snapfire TPs in and just gets a free 150 gold.
Yeah, this Snapfire is going to get fat on tombstones if they keep on dropping them in areas you can hit.
There's a little bit of misplay here from 90s. It looks like he's trying to maybe burn through the rest of these raindrops, but asked to buy himself a brand new one. So they're trying to set up. Mr. Chinese name is sitting just above here, trying to look for a bit of an opening. And it looks like if they catch him, they might be able to bring him in on it if they get him with an astral at this point of view. And it looks like they do. They're going to commit to it now.
Yep.
Here comes the Shadow Shaman.
Tornado,
Will he be able to hold him in place in time? With a few right clicks, he's going to layer it perfectly. And there's the ult. Puts him in the ground.
The explosion comes out.
Yeah. Just
So-
OD things.
One of the things that massively altered this matchup, Snapfire versus Undying, by the way, is you no longer miss uphill against structures like.
Does a tombstone
wards.
count as a structure?
Well, it counts as a player-placed object, I think. So the basic thing is, thanks to the change to wards, you no longer miss the tombstone when you shoot uphill.
Alright, okay. This top lane, there's a lot of FU players converging at the moment. The last one to arrive is Mo. Looks like they're going to try and commit a little bit here. He has himself the urn finished up, and with a few more right clicks, will he be able to bring it down? The urn still burning there. It's not quite enough just yet, though, but it looks like they're going to turn around, go on the centaur, but he throws out the stun, manages to catch a nice triple stun. And there, Birdwood, he just drops a tombstone, and it's just free food at this point. And, oh boy!
Nothing for FU.
That right there, as they like to say in England, for Mr. Chinese named man, would be a 10p, 50p moment, which in South African currency would be a 10 cents, 5 rand moment. I'm just going to say that it has to do with the size of your sphincter, and you can fill in the gaps.
Okay. They are still around here. Stampede is on cooldown.
Oh, there it is.
There
Yeah,
is
they
no
didn't hang
cooldown.
around, and as you say, with stun, they're going to slow things down a little bit now. But the rest of the damage
Oh,
is enough. But
all
Chinese
the
man, he
venom.
wants to try and save him, but it doesn't matter. There's so much damage, and now triple three. He's going to get himself another Jingus stacks, which means he'll be able to tank under this tower. And with a few more right clicks, he gets himself a free triple kill. And there's the tempo that you were talking about.
So Monkey King is now at the top of net worth after farming heroes instead of creeps.
Yep.
And Luna
I have
is
heard that
down
creeps are
there
worth
at the
less
bottom.
than heroes.
Yes. And Luna's down there at the bottom with OD in terms of the cause. So that's...
Oh,
Worrying.
interesting. She has the most, or second most last hits just behind the Mars. So maybe a lot of neutral creeps. But now that I think about it, that isn't really a lot of last hits for this phase of the match, considering it's been a very quiet safe lane.
Yeah, it's the issue is if you try and get lost hits like too far out of tower against Mars, you are just dead.
Yeah, I suppose. So while no killing was necessarily happening, she wasn't exactly free farming either, I suppose.
Yeah, zoning did come out.
Oh,
Go in
Chinese
on
man
mid,
walks
heck.
behind, and it looks like he's going to be able to slow things down long enough. Do they have the
Sanity
they
goes
do
back
have the
up.
sanities that goes off, but not quite enough damage just yet. With 1 or 2 more right clicks, so they should be able to do it. Yes, the zip. They're not going to take any chances there, but now Mo,
nice
he's going to get a
shoot.
nice return kill. All of FU were coming in, but he needs to be very careful. Does Ares now? He's going to get all in place.
ult.
But Mo, he's going to try and let it go. Ares will turn around. He tries to do a little bit more damage. Will be able to bring down the Shadow Shaman. Sorry, excuse me, the Undying on the way down. But Mo will be finished off by Mr. Garage Equipment coming in at the last second. Gets himself a nice free kill for no particular effort.
Yep. And that was no Snapfire machine gun to get rid of the tombstone, so the CM finished her ult and was getting beaten by 6 zombies.
Yeah, I have heard that women don't like getting beaten by 6 men. Zombies. I meant zombies.
Especially ones that look like that. Anyway, mass TP coming in for Monkey. He should be completely fine here.
Yeah, he just turns and walks away. A little bit of the jungle senses kicking in. He turns and like, I think the technical term is leave.
Yes.
There's a little bit of a
Safety
stack here
bubble.
though for him.
In terms of neutral items and itemization, we have an Aether lens coming in from the Shaman, so he can reach out and bad touch you from a square away.
Yeah, to be fair, he's had a very good game for that up until now. Managed to, especially in mid lane, cause quite a lot of chaos.
Spirit Vessel coming out for the Invoker, fairly standard.
Yeah,
Monkey King's gonna finish it up as Maelstrom.
That's your favorite Quaswex build.
Moving on.
Spirit Vessel Cold Snap.
We
Very
have
high
Witchblade.
skill.
Witchblade on the OD. What is Centaur going? He is finishing up Shivas.
So early Shivas.
Well, he's 1,900 gold away from it because that
Okay.
recipe is a long flipping walk, let me tell you. As someone who had to
It
build
is
this
so
item,
rough.
it feels like, because the build-up is quite nice actually with the plate mail and the veil,
Yeah.
but then you get to the recipe and it feels like your game just grinds to a halt.
It's the carry going for a Sacred Relic and the Radiance syndrome.
Smoke is coming out on Invoker. Maybe he senses it. Oh yes, he did.
Yeah, gets a bit of a turnaround there. Oh! Was that a misclick? No, okay, it was the very last Cold Snap tick. Oh! 333, he gets himself snaked! But he will be able to get himself out of the situation. A fair amount of damage now starting to come out. As the Wukong's command will come out. They're trying to kill a little bit more time here, but it looks like they'll just call it a fairly even trade. As in bottom lane, they managed to get themselves the Luna in the back side of all of this, though.
Because she stepped forward and Mars had Arena.
Dire's top tower is in
Almost like you called it.
So Snapfire is coming top to deal with the Centaur. She is hyper leveled. What the hell?
Who's this?
Level 8 on the Snapfire.
Yeah, level 8 on Mo as well. They've been busy this game.
Yeah, level 8 on all the supports except for poor and dying.
I mean, to be fair, his existence hasn't exactly been ideal up until this point. As our first tower of the game goes down in bottom lane.
Hashtag 5th position life. The duo.
Wait,
well,
hold
trio-
on. So you're saying that Crystal Maiden's doing better than Undying? I think she needs to get nerfed.
I'm just
Minus
watching the
1 armor
CM
and 5 move speed.
Yeah, I'm just watching the CM performance here and in the ESL, and I'm just seeing the patch notes now. Minus 5 move speed.
Minus 5 move speed, minus 1 armor. As
They're gonna
Wooden
move
PC
to
needs to be
swing.
very careful. There is a lot of people in mid lane at the moment, but
tower is
thinking a little bit differently of it at the moment. Mr. Man with the Van, he's coming back in and he throws the beautiful spear back into the two waiting sides of FU, but with a bit of a turnaround, they're going to try and kill a little bit more time. Garage Equipment goes in to try and help out his teammate, but unfortunately, he will pay for it with his life. And Mr. Wooden PC, he tries to do a little bit more damage, and it will bring down the Moz after all of that, but it will cost them 3 people in the end, possibly more. Mo, he's not done yet, and with 333 and third, it looks like they're going to get Mr. Chinese Man.
Yep, and he is completely gone.
You're out of here!
Yeah, Centaur, you are tanky, my man, but you're not that tanky.
You're not run up the hill into a Crystal Maiden old tanky. Trust me, you're not that guy. I want to apologize a little bit ahead of time. I've got a little bit of a flu coming in, so if everybody says there's something like this and sniffling every now and then, I apologize in advance. I will try to down as much water as possible to mitigate these faults.
I'm just going to keep quiet and let you carry on talking over yourself as they're going back in. Ooh, that
Oh,
spear.
Mr. Wooden PC, the spear return once again. Who needs the Vengeful Spirit? Mr. Chinese Man tries to hold down a 333 in the middle of all of the serpents. Unfortunately, one did get brought down. So he's going to be able to turn away. Now, Snapfire, the ult, Ultimate Kisses coming out. Starting to do a little bit of damage to Chinese Man, but he should be able to live throughout that. A nice deny from Birdwin on the... I don't know if I've seen that before. 333, he's looking for a little bit of a dangerous situation here. He has turned it into a tree, but they watched him turn it into a tree, as now he's going to get shackled, held in place. Garage Equipment, he's running in. They're going to be able to bring him down in time. Now the EMP there, they're not going to have any mana at all. Now, there goes the Arena of Blood. They're going to hold things down. Birdwin, he's going to run around. He's killing a little bit of time, managing to steal some health along the way, but I think they might just about be able to bring him down. No, he's running away. Yes. The God's Rebuke at the last second will be able to bring it down. Man with a
So I was-
van, by the way.
Yeah, he is putting this game on his back. I was watching that fight and I was like, man, Monkey King like stayed in the Shaman ult forever and took 0 damage. What the hell? And then I looked. Oh, it's level 1 and he has 16 armor for some reason.
Ah, very good, very good.
That agi growth is actually ridiculous.
It could be worse. Probably. I was about to question Life there for a second, and I thought Invoker had gone first out to Manta style after the vessel. But no, yeah, the illusionary can confirm.
I don't know. Sometimes if you get there's a
Radiant's top tower is in
ridiculous thing you could
Oh,
do. And I
Monkey!
did
He's currently getting astral. They just dropped the hammer. I feel like that was probably a bit of a kill, but they were tired of the monkey man.
Yes, Monkey getting caught out again. He is the tempo of the carries, but they need him for pushes.
Yeah,
So
they are not a fan of Amy Winehouse, I think.
I'm not going to justify that with a response. And moving on, you can get Manta style, put it in your stash, and then use it, and then bait with your illusions.
Would work against you as they walk up the hill and find Mr. Wooden PC. He'll be able to get out of that only just about that tornado ripping a tail feather or two off. But now GS, he finds himself in the unenviable position of being right up shit river without a paddle. And oh my goodness, Meatball and everything being used on him. But on the backline, they managed to hold Ares still, and he will go down.
Okay,
Follow-up
he is
Spirit Vessel will probably put Luna in the ground, and she does eventually go down. But now the fight is starting to take a little bit too long, and this is where Undying will start kicking in a little bit now. Mo starts letting it go, but will immediately get stunned to cancel it up. But now the Monkey King, he has arrived. He's back alive, and he is not happy. He throws the Wukong spawn, but it looks like they're going to be able to get out there in time. But no, Ashraf, he's following up. Tornado, followed up by the EMP, will steal all of the mana out of Garage Equipment. He's not going to be able to use any other abilities for now, but he's going to try and move forward a little bit more. Won't be able to get that double edge off. Doesn't quite bring 33 down in time with the last attack. It looks like Wooden PC will just about bring your Ashraf down. He lives.
As the final winner of the fight, with every other player dying.
Every other player died, except for Asroth with 100 health.
Battle Royale victor, ladies and gentlemen.
Winner chicken dinner to that man Asroth at the Invoker.
Gleipnir from Monkey is an interesting item pickup. He is getting BKB to stop the ouchies coming out from Arcane Orb.
I suppose the problem that they have had up until now is there is a lot of hold down on the side of 90s. And maybe a slight lack of dedicated lockdown from FU.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
I'm just going back to the fact that as a Luna, if Mars finds you
Radiant's bottom tower is under
and
attack.
you're alone, you are so screwed, man. There's just nothing you can do about him.
The
suppose
story,
you
by
could-
the way, of the tower situation is fairly strongly shown in the difference between net worth and last hits.
A spur to speed.
Yep. 160 lost hits from the Luna. 162, sorry.
Which is, I'd say, quite low. Definitely not an ideal game.
Yeah, no, Mars did kind of step on her a bit in lane.
She is well on the way, however, though, to her Manta style. That should speed things up a little bit. You start using illusions to push down lanes and sort of soft push constantly. So it will get there. It's just a case of how long. It's not if it's when at this point. But yeah, so far the strategy from FU is not necessarily working perfectly yet, but definitely being shown early as he's currently standing forward, trying to find himself a little bit of information with the ghost walk, but they have wards here and they are going to be able to see him now. Oh, and a beautiful blink away from Mr. Chinese man, just about gets out of the way. Man of the van, no, he's William forward, and he's like, no, you do not get out of here. But he turns around, throws down the snakes, will try and kill a little bit of time, but Astral Imprisonment will be there, saves his life for now, and it looks like it will just be a trade of ultimates. Sun Strike will whiff.
Bottom tower is under
Yep,
attack.
it's just a trade of ultimates. 1 for 1, but Wooden PC, he's not quite done with it yet. He'll throw up a smoke. They're going to try and come back in a bit more. They feel like this fight might be able to be there. The big ult from Mars not around anymore. They're starting to get a little bit of vision here. Ares is now spotted. They're going to be able to go forward. And he doesn't spot it. He wasn't looking somewhere else, and he will be brought down to the back line without even realizing what's happening. And now us. He's in a very, very bad position here. Or is he? Actually, no, the Wukong Command from 333 coming out. Going to try and kill a little bit more time. Buys a bit of space here as Crystal Maiden goes down as well. And now it looks like FU need to get out of here now. But they don't have any vision for us. Oh, I say that. As the dust hits nobody.
Both of the supports taken out at the beginning of the fight there. Yeah, they can't stay. They need to leave.
Yeah. And it's a Luna who didn't go down to the immediate barrage. No Wukongs anymore. No Mars ult. But
setting up on the Luna and then just getting backstabbed.
Yeah. Now you can tell for sure that Ares was not watching his character. He had 2 characters walking like on him with nothing but pure murderous intent, and he's lining up an ult on the Luna. There's a little bit of a return here now. Mr. Man with the van, he's walking forward, and there's the ult. It is back now. They're trying to go on Astaroth again, but it looks like they're going to be able to Glimmer Cape. Hold him still for a little bit. The ult, not quite enough. Does a fair amount of damage on the back, though. Wooden PC is going to get held in place. There's the Sunstrike, and it looks like he should be able to be brought down with a little bit more. No! Look, Spire! He's been so good with it all game, and now he saves Wooden PC's life.
Monkey King is coming in with an Invis rune. He's going to get vision for them.
And there's the Gleipnir.
Gleipnir.
Does catch them all, but for now, not quite enough. And Man with a Van throws the sand
no.
equipment. Oh no! There was a beautiful turn! He throws him into the middle of the enemy team and gets a 4-man stomp on FU, and they're just going to be brought down. Oh no! The failed train. Man with a Van, we have commentators cursed you, and I apologize.
Ultra kill.
That is unfortunate. Luna now ahead of the Monkey King solidly.
We were talking not 3-4 minutes ago about how well he's been doing with those spears.
And then he spears the Scotty Centaur back into his team as the Luna ult goes off. Oh,
That was after he speared the OOD away, who was on 5 health.
He was aiming for the tower, but he did miss. Unfortunate. Fortifications all being used from Dire here. They can try and catch Radiant while they're going back, I think.
If 90s just stay there, welcome a little bit too much, but yeah, they're happy with that. And just like that, all of that hard work in the ground.
They can go for the Tormentor, which is what they look like they're doing. So what else do they have? They have the Snapfire and the CM. It's going to be getting that shard.
Yeah.
Both of them are actually very decent and will help a lot in fights, I think.
Yeah, because the Crystal Maiden one is just the illusion thing now, hey? The one that explodes.
Yeah, the Frozen Flame. So just extra lockdown, because it frostbites everyone around it when it dies, and it dies to AoE damage, so...
Yeah, and AoE damage by herself, so you can throw it down in the middle of an ult and do some decent work.
Yeah.
And you can split push.
So there was a bug-ish with it, so it did go to Snapfire instead. Which,
yeah.
I mean, is decent, the extra range on the cookie.
And it's a heal, isn't it? Or is that, that's a talent?
That's a talent.
Okay.
Yeah,
Even more
me taking
potent,
it up.
increasing jump range and launching a Mortimer. Ah, yes, the Mortimicus that gets added to it. I remember that.
What a bounty!
So with the clone, it used to have hero magic resistance. So what they did is they made it so that you could damage it with Crystal Nova, and then Crystal Nova at level 4 didn't actually kill it because it had 250 health and 25% magic resist.
Crystal Maiden.
Radiant's middle tower
The
is
eternal
under
thing,
attack.
as there is currently a tree moving around.
Yeah.
Still in beta. Meatball being used. It looks like they're trying to do as much damage as they possibly can to this tier 2 while they're in the area. They do have a bit of the high ground at the moment here, and as OB1 Kenobi will attest, it's over.
And if
So 90s don't have a
try
chance
it.
anymore.
Well, they also have the high ground. Who wins?
Oh!
Fight between high grounds.
High ground versus high ground. So there is a lot of posturing going on though. The entire team is in a very, very small area right now. But Undying draws a perfect circle around exactly where they are at the moment though. So there's no questions here.
Getting vision. They know that Centaur is not alone. He would not be playing like that if he was alone.
But they are still sort of sizing him up anyway, because I suppose they do have that feeling that us is definitely a bit of a anchor, I think is probably the correct word for FU at the moment.
He's your scale this game.
Yeah.
Your Invoker's going to take over late game.
They're still posturing here. There is a lot of lost time here. That you got to say this feels very bad for FU.
Yeah, this is a win so long as the Luna keeps feeding on creeps. Sorry.
Farming. Well said.
Yes, that one.
There's a lot of ward battle currently going on though, backward and forward, as they everyone trying to fight for the vision, trying to find some sort of situation. But now a smoke is coming around, so it looks like they want to try and break this deadlock off a little bit now. There's currently being led by Chinese man.
FU is in position at the moment.
They do see 333 though, and it looks like they're moving tree. They're going to blink forward. No, they unfortunately he was broken in. He's going to be able to get his BKB off in time. There's the Wukongs. Will hold down time. GS on the back line. He's going to BKB, throws down the Luna ult. They're going to try and kill about as much time as possible. Man with the van, he will get his Arena of Blood off, but it looks like he might go down in the meantime. But GS getting taken to but nothing but the Mo, and right clicks on the Invoker. But now there goes the hammer. Does a fair amount of damage. Manages to kill off the CM in the end, but now the continuation. Arsroth unfortunately doing far too much damage, and it looks like he should be able to clean off in the backline. Chinese man, he's still running away, but it's only him versus 333, and it should be able to finish off. No, he gets a blink dang and he gets out, and it's a 2 for 4.
Brilliant fight from FU. That CM ult just lasted forever, man.
Yeah, it had no right to exist for that long. And it's around about now where the BKB nerf kicks in hard.
Bro, like honestly, I CM ult in a fight like that, right? And Witch Doctor's cast bounces from 4 targets and hits me on the first hit.
Exclusively
he does that.
On you.
Yes. He does that, and it goes on for the entire fight.
Yeah.
Is that just protagonist energy right there? Character.
Oh,
perfect fight.
They get themselves a tier 2 for their efforts as well.
Mr. Chinese man was in a very interesting position.
Yes, he was. Look at the graph at the moment. We have a situation where the win probability was starting to get up there. Hey, it was starting to sort of 75% on the side of 90s, and now we're down to more 56. So almost dead even again.
Very close game.
Still erring on the side of 90s.
How is Monkey King planning to scale this game against the Luna? That's always the question.
I mean, Disperse is fine, but it doesn't look like he's going that direction though.
He's going into Ags, it looks like, which is on the courier, on the way to him.
Which is fine, but I'd say it's more potent as a farming and pushing item than scaling, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's also so the main reason why you go Ags on Monkey King is just the insane amount of push it gives you, because it hits with your attack damage onto towers, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. So that your push and over a long fought fight, I suppose they can start doing a fair amount over time, but it's mostly for farming and pushing. Which, when you think about it, when you think about it though, they do lack a little bit of pushing prowess when it comes to sort of getting a building quickly and getting out after one fight, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point actually, looking at the CM's itemization. BKB. Nothing breaks BKB on the side of 90s. So she's going to get a full duration ult almost every time.
Yeah. And Chinese man decided that he's tired of the existence of mid tower. And commits the ult and his face, apparently. He was 100% committed to that. But Meanwhile, however, that happened.
Okay, good Roshan kill. That was the first kill, so there was no raw, so Radiant actually didn't know that was happening, I don't think.
No, I mean, Chinese man was fairly committed to that push in mid, but I think that was more dogged determination than knowing anything was up, if I'm a betting man.
Yeah, looking at the itemization and skill build from Ice Wrath, he knows he's the scale this game.
Yeah.
No alacrity, yes meteors.
There we go. The Aghanim Scepter. Again, they bring that tier 2 mid down for almost no reaction actually for Nantes.
They are just pushing every single lane right now. They are going to move down onto the tier 2.
Man with a van needs to be careful here. He is very far out of position, and Chinese man, he jumps forward, and there it is. He'll be able to hold it down. Mows around. He does have that BKB, like you were saying. Well, it looks like they might want to be able to do something along these lines, but man with a van, no. He just BKBs and walks away. It was a bit of a weird engagement. I think Nantes thought that there was a lot more there.
Conda coming up for Luna, by the way. That BKB use was just annoying.
Okay.
Because now it's on the final level. Man with the Van's BKB.
Yeah. Well, he has used it to fairly good effect, with one particular fight being the exception.
8 seconds still left on Luna's BKB, and 9 on the newly picked up BKB for OD.
Yeah, so a fair amount of BKB is coming out as to be semi-expected at this point. But he's going to go, but they knew that he was there. Unfortunately, with the Astral, they're going to kill time a little bit now, but the whole of FU are coming in. And they don't want this to happen, but no, there's the beautiful thing. Garage Equipment is in the most awkward position I think that it is possible to be in Dota.
Getting knocked back down by the rebuke, getting beaten back up by the wall. Oh, no.
Well, the fight is now still continuing though. His Ice gets held in place. He still has the Aegis though, so they should be able to live through this. As Birdman will go down eventually. There's a whole lot of frames dropping out right now as 333 runs into the middle, but Wooden PC, he gets himself a nice free kill on the backline there on Ares. But they are still following down, and Chinese man, I feel like his time might be over, but it is not quite. They decide that it's probably a better idea to get out of there, and so that is a 2-for-1.
Mid ult used though, so Sanity's Eclipse was used for that annoying snapfire, and not much else, which is...
Oh, 333 finds himself out of position, and with one more right click. That's the power of Shadow Shaman, I suppose.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman with cast range under a ward.
If you get caught, and there he goes again, holds man with a van in place, and there's a huge amount of damage coming out. Wooden PC, what the hell? The Enchanted Quiver plus the what is that dagger called? The Witchblade, excuse me. That first hit.
Yeah, OD is just not okay, man.
What is that hit? Hold on, I want to check. So he didn't use anything other than right clicks and did 2,800 damage in that fight.
Sounds about right.
I gotta say though, Mr. Chinese man on this Shadow Shaman has been pivotal in those, not necessarily in the big fights, because obviously Shadow Shaman seems to struggle to do anything of massive impact when it comes to a proper big fight, but in those little side skirmishes, he has just been on point, catching people over and over again.
Yeah, it's such a long stun, and it hits you from such a distance away, man.
Yeah, he's got that Aether lens up, like you said, as well.
5-second stun, man. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and it's going to get worse at level 20 as it looks like they've overstayed their welcome though. There's the Arena of Blood. We'll hold everybody in place. GS, he does have the BKB to kill a little bit more time now though. And in the backline, Mo, he will throw down his ult. He's going to start probably killing off Birdwind, but it looks like he will get a Mars in return. So it's a 1-for-1 for now. Shadow Shaman ult is currently there doing a little bit of damage to the Crystal Maiden, but for now I think that will be that. They will be happy. It's a tier 2 and a off-laner for a 5th position. I think they're happy with that.
That was a perfect positioning from Mr. Chinese man there. He just made it incredibly awkward for Effie to take this fight, and his Invoker might catch up
It's
to him.
so sketchy. This
Oh.
man is definitely playing with his dinner.
He is up to treat without a TP, but he manages to get away.
Yeah,
Visibility.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
gets home after all of that.
This is 100% all on Invoker right now, and they know it. You saw that Mr. Chinese Man, his positioning was perfect. That fight started off so badly for Team 90s.
Yeah, that
But
was
because he got
it
the
looked like it
shackle-
was about to be over.
Because he got the shackle off on the Invoker, and he was just sitting there like a lemon for 5 seconds.
And the range was so far that the Crystal Maiden ult, which has been, up until now, has been so good, went off and basically affected the Undying and no one else.
But
Speaking
Undying,
of
they
Undying?
can't push. He did get the shot. Grab
Yeah.
ally.
Yep,
That
that's the
sounds kinda like to say
tombstone.
the strongest ability in the game.
It was. It's been nerfed into what I would consider to be just good now. It's a good save.
It's a good save, yes.
They ping out the ward, so they know that they have been seen.
Yeah, they smoked underneath the ward, which was,
That's always the thing.
yeah.
Well,
There is vision.
situation slowed down a little bit now, obviously, as both teams
Advantage.
decide to go get a little bit of map objective that is available, courtesy of
Advantage to Radiant.
House
for
Frog.
that. I just realized why Radiant's winning this fight, this game.
Oh,
If you look at the neutral items for each team,
yeah.
look at which side got the Philosopher's Stones.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower is under attack.
no.
Actually, there is one on the side of FU for the Snapfire, so it's not as bad as I thought it was. Tier
Yeah.
4s are coming out though. Avion is Feather on Isra, so he gets that free flying movement when he's at low health. Ancient Guardian,
Yeah.
50 damage is nice, and then an extra 50 when you're near an Ancient.
Yeah. If you can get that on Luna, though, I feel like that's just a bit dirty. She destroys
He does
buildings as
have-
it is.
He does have a tier 4 token, and Conda is up. She
Uh,
goes for the Mindbreaker.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is
A
under
lot of
attack.
pinging backward and forward again, and we find ourselves in a
know
position
monkeys
that
here.
happened again last time. As
This
yeah, it
is
looks like
under-
Nantes just want to get back to base. They're gonna play the high ground game.
Oh, that sentry placement is tragic. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh dear. Oh
I mean,
dear.
sometimes the OD BKB's out of it. Leipnir used on him. That's what you're really hoping for.
Yeah. But I mean, they're so close to base at the moment. They got all of the backup.
Yeah. Garbage PC was like, it's fine.
Garbage PC.
Isn't that his name? Wooden
It's
PC.
wooden
Garage
PC.
equipment. There you go.
Same same concept, I suppose. Garbage PC,
Guard.
garage equipment.
Yeah, I got the two mixed up in my mind. Sorry, guys.
Apology accepted. This time.
Ooh,
Oh,
don't tempt me
yes.
with a good time. So next item's Guardi on Monkey King. I don't know, man.
Well, talking about the long run, by the way, can we talk about the fact that the Centaur has Shivas and BKB at 42 minutes?
Yeah, dude, that Shiva's build up. It hurts
It's
so much.
so slow. As
Look,
well,
look
the
on the side
rush
of Mars,
timing
he
is up
has-
in 20 seconds though.
look at the Mars. He has the same.
Oh boy. I gotta say the new refresher build does look quite nice though, I wanna say. Although, to be fair, it builds up with oh no, they're gonna walk away as rush spawns! Oh no,
Yeah,
okay.
Centaur
Okay,
plans it,
they see
Centaur
it,
plans
they
it.
see it. Okay. I was gonna say there's no way they give up and walk away.
So Rosh isn't going to roar here, by the way, which is important. I do think Dyer knows though.
Yeah, they should be aware of it, and as you say that, we have Man with Fan and Ares are coming in hot. The rest of the team are a little bit far behind. This Rosh should go down well before they get anywhere nearby. But no! Mr. Chinese Man has beautiful reaction times. We'll slow everything down. Else, the Man with the Van, but he manages to walk through there. Uses BKB, he's going to try and kill time. Throws down the Arena of Blood, and will try and run away from this. And it looks like he should be able to get far enough away. And now, it looks like FU are just trying to get out of there, because Monkey King, he is currently pushing a tier 3 in bottom and top lane. But they have used fortification, so we'll slow things down a little bit, and they catch themselves Ares for the effort. However, Monkey King, the last statue wasn't quite close enough to the tower.
That's unfortunate.
He does do about a third damage though.
About half. Just off of half.
It's a third.
So, anyway, that was really good disengagement. from Dyer.
3 fifths. 3 fifths.
We'll return 3 fifths. Very good disengagement. Oh, no.
Astral imprisonment. Does he arrive on
Where
the
does he come
tree?
in?
He arrives on the tree! Oh, that ability is so odd.
Monkey gets up.
Oh.
Oh my lord, look at
What
this
is
cooldown.
that?
0 cooldown Primal Spring. Monkey knows that he's not
Oh,
fighting
boy.
Luna in a straight up fight. He is just going pure rat mode right now.
I know you started saying it, but we should probably go back to it. That disengage from FU was ridiculous.
Yeah, so he managed to cut off 2 people with the arena as he went out. So the only thing they got, that 90s got out of that entire fight was the Snapfire. And then they had to go back to
They
deal
did
with
get
the Monkey
Rosh.
King. Yeah, but because they had to go back to deal with the Monkey King, 2 minutes is already off of Aegis.
Oh, yeah.
So they wasted a lot of time there, and then with the Monkey King, they weren't able to push with the Aegis. They are smoking up now.
Whoever
If you
second to
really don't
appreciate
really
that
have
there's
to
a
pick
whole ass Dragon Lance in Luna's backpack.
Conda, too good, man. Luna's huge, though.
This position seems to be a little bit too common as, well, oh my goodness, Arsroth gets caught out immediately and the Arena of Blood will be thrown down, but it doesn't matter, Arsroth is just dead. And this time, Man with the Van, you do not get away. Gets held down and beaten to senses through the BKB.
Dude, what?
That was
They
so much
many
damage.
kills. They got so many kills, and it was only a 2k head wrestling. Meanwhile, mid.
Yeah. I started saying that and
Monkey
then
King, Monkey
yeah.
King, Monkey King.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
As a Shadow Shaman, he's dead.
No, he's not. No, he's not. The statue killed the creep.
Oh no,
OD
the
with
statue!
TP out.
Oh no! Okay, will it be able to do it? As it comes the TP with the BKB, he will get out! Oh my god!
The statue killed the creep. The OD was TPing in on.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Everyone giving him his just rewards right there.
Oh, well done. You played really well. Your statue saved you.
Oh man.
Oh, and Shadow Shaman died. Oh, that is so sad.
No.
There is
Died
still
to
an
the
Aegis
statue.
on OD though.
Yeah. The rest of Dyer is up, and Shaman won't be with him, which is how they've been controlling this Invoker every single team fight. So
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Chinese Man has been fairly decent at making sure. 333 just missed 4 attacks in a row on Illusion.
So remember how I said where you would have 2 fully farmed monkeys against a fully farmed Luna, and I don't think the monkeys would win that fight? Yeah.
As it turns out, one monkey can't win against 2 Luna Illusions.
So, Aegis almost... Oh, and he gets the Pharasma.
I mean, he already hits like a train.
Yeah, your attacks reduce the enemy's magic resistance. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Up to level 25. Stand use a tips cooldown or 2% of annual damage. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's not far away now. It's probably this ancient camp plus a little bit.
Eclipse now mini stuns, which is always fun to play against, and then the additional Wukong command ring.
What a bounty!
So they are posturing. Oh, the circle directly on top of where Daya is. Once
Every
again.
time. I tell you what, Mr. Chinese man is my MVP up until now anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening and Undying just goes down absolutely immediately. Chinese man running around in a really dangerous position right now. He needs to try and get himself back into a little bit of a safe spot now. He does still have the blink dagger, but there's the Monkey King.
Oh,
what the hell just happened there?
Did he come back on a tree? Okay. I was about to say they can't
Get
leave.
Astral there, arrive there
Oh.
as a beautiful arena of blood. They jump in the middle of everybody, but now there is a team quite far away. But there comes the Cataclysm. There's a lot of damages. Instantly brings them down, and there's no buyback.
I was about to say they can't leave because of the monkey.
Oh, Shadow Shaman!
Oh,
You're not that guy.
oh no.
He doesn't have buyback.
Get-
Did they just throw?
Next time, try not to die.
I don't know. That arena was amazing from Man with the Van, and then the Cataclysm, and they just couldn't move because of the positioning of the arena. They had to eat it. And then the Wukong command ring, it was just beautiful spell usage from FU.
I think they might have just
Thing.
thrown. That no one had buyback. At 50 minutes in, no one had buyback. Bruh!
They did just have the Aegis, but yeah, I agree with you. That was
No, Aegis expired before that fuck.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Yeah, I said they did just have Aegis, so I can excuse the OD, but everyone else, oh, I don't know. OD has buybacks soon.
It doesn't matter.
Is
This is mega
but
creep.
I don't-
And Birdwin is just going to die again? No, okay, he manages to pop up and walk away.
Yep,
But if you're FU,
that feels great, man.
you're feeling pretty decent right now.
Look at that net worth swing on the graph. Oh my Jesus.
Wow! And an 85% win probability. 86.
Gaben approves.
Oh dear.
Gaben approves.
This game suddenly became very hard.
For Radiant, yeah. They do have the tools to push out against Mega Creep, so we are looking at a 90-minute game.
Yay!
So let's see what happens with buyback status. This
Yeah.
is more
No,
important.
look, I'm sorry. At the moment, I mean, 90s, there's no excuse.
Yeah, FU needs to push this advantage. Like they could suspect that buyback isn't up. But
No, they
don't
would
for
know.
certain.
They would know. If you just let yourself get mega creeped and have buyback, then you deserve to have been mega creeped. What the hell is this?
What?
The illusion slap off happening in mid.
Yeah. Illusion Rune versus Mantis. Illusion Rune wins usually, but
So, if you going slowly, they're going to go back for what will probably be their final torment of the game. And Mo finally gets it. That's
Dobby.
3 tormentors in, by the way.
Master has given Dobby an Aghanim shot.
Yeah.
Dobby can farm.
Imagine being 52 minutes in, and that's when you, as the 5th position, get it off of the... after doing the Tormentor 3 times. 52 minutes is when you get it.
Just
Rush
CM
is up,
man.
though, by the way.
Yeah, so they're gonna go for Rush and then just
Yeah.
100%
Instant ping. The
90
entire
problem.
team turns around.
If this doesn't end the game, then we're looking at
Yeah, then we're in for a problem.
yeah, we're in for a long one.
So, what do you do as 90s?
Hope they
better.
put the banner in my fountain so that the Undying can take it and get buyback.
Well, that being said, Arsroth, he's definitely feeling himself at the moment. He doesn't have buyback. He's 2,000 gold away from it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. He does have Refresher Shard, so he does have 2 uses of BKB.
But the rest of his
Yeah.
team does, though. That's the thing.
Where they're going to use the Gaven Creep. There it is on top.
Yeah.
So click on those Mega Creeps. Look at their stats. Good God.
Wow, that is a creep with 2,200 health. And the range creep currently does 200 and what? Yes, 207 damages. In bottom lane, a fight is currently breaking out. The Arena of Blood will go down. Man with the Van, he's trying to do a bit of a curl up. There's like double Cataclysm. Will be able to take out this Chinese man. He will go down eventually in the end. But it looks like Man with the Van, he will go down as well. However, he did have the Aegis. So now there are a lot of zombies starting to stack up though. GS, he finds himself in a very awkward position. They're going to stun him up, but it looks like there's a little bit of a save coming out. The refresh coming up with Man with the Van. He's going to try and do a little bit more, but Man, he will survive for now. No, Luna goes down. That was a Divine Rapier.
Oh no. Undying Divine Rapier.
Beware. Look at those creeps, by the way.
Yeah, the range creep currently wins a one-on-one with TM. If both of them just attacked each other, the range creep would win.
Yeah, substantially.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that is going to be a problem.
So they do have buybacks on everyone who's dead if they want to force the issue, but I don't think they're going to.
No, it's just keep the pressure on at this point by the looks of it. Yeah. I tell you what though, the Divine Rapier will be back though for Luna.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, in that fight, she chonked people. And it felt like that was just going to be the end for Nantes, but then somehow just characters started dropping.
The Luna with the shard and the Divine Rapier came out and was like,
Yeah, and the Kanda, actually.
dude, Undying fighting the Gaven creeps.
Okay, I thought his courier was going to go down there before he managed to get it to Mr. Wooden PC.
They still have 3 minutes of the Gaven creeps on the lane, by the way. So this is
boy.
This is not a problem that goes away unless they go for that banner. But if you go
Look
for the
at
banner,
look at how hard he has to work to kill these creeps. Do they have increased armor? No, they don't. Okay, so that's something, I suppose.
I think they get medicine. No, they don't. Okay.
No. Yeah, I know. So it's
you
it's
can
just a
actually-
massive amount of stats.
You can actually clear creep waves by yourself as CM Mega Creep Waves if you have shard, but not those.
Well, Arsroth, he's currently poking, throws out the... Oh my goodness, that burns literally all of his mana.
Centaur going back to base, doing the walk of shame. XP runes are up, but no one cares.
We are at the stage though where experience aren't going to make a huge difference. What the hell?
Dude,
Shadow
you
Shaman.
You cannot deal with those with the support, my guys. You need
But
a core
bottom
in that
lane.
lane at
Oh,
all times.
okay. This time he's not playing that game. Garage equipment blinks out of the MP. He's like, no. I've seen what that does. Oh, a little bit of a commitment here. Soft commitment. 333. He's trying to poke a little bit now. Like you're saying, maybe trying to bait out a BKB early. He is a very tanky boy. Is garage equipment.
333, yes, he is.
Oh, I was
He
going
has
to say garage equipment. I
32
couldn't think.
armor. 32 armor. I don't actually know. who's
Is it just
tanky.
me, or is the return on Centaur not doing much? There's a little bit more commitment now starting to come out in garage equipment, and there goes the mana burn. Man with the van,
Oh,
baiting,
no.
trying to do a little bit more. He does have the BKB 4 staff out. He'll be okay. It's definitely a game of 4D chess going on at the moment, unfortunately, as
That top
lots
lane-
of poking and backward and forward.
That top lane just constantly getting pushed in by the Gaben creeps is just...
Yeah,
It puts so much pressure on you, man.
yeah. As I mean, just like that, they've lost that the final building that isn't a tower. And now the poking continues. It's starting to look a little bit claustrophobic now. if you're on the side of 90s. If Garage Equipment just about gets out of that situation, they're going to start poking the tier 4 now, and FU doing a very, very good job of just slowing down time. It looks like 333. He will hard commit a little bit here. Oh no, he gets shipped immediately as he arrives. And now here comes the Arena Blood. They're going to try and kill time. The double Cataclysm coming out. There's so much damage, and they will start dying now. It looks like with a bit of a continuation. Mo on the outside. The follow-up of the kisses. But no, yeah, as you say, a lot of buybacks. But it doesn't matter because on the backline, GS is just murdering people.
So, next rush.
Yes. Oh, there's a lot of buybacks though. That was, by the way, 2 tombstones as well. He's dropped a tombstone and then died and then brought back, so. That was a hard commit from both teams though, because I don't think that was the play from FU, all of those buybacks.
No, and it was also definitely not the play for him to
Oh,
jump
as
in
bottom
without
lane, Garrett
BKB.
Equipment in a
no.
situation that feels all too
BKBs
familiar
are
to him.
all
But
down.
he does have BKB though, as you say that, and he starts turning around and running away. Ares will go down, that is a dieback. They need to be so careful now, but here comes the follow-up Cataclysm. They will bring down Birdman. He is dead for a long time, that's a dieback as well. So it's a dieback for both of the supports, one on each side.
Yeah, they do not have the tombstone clearer. So CM is coming up, and she will still have buyback after coming back up. Oh no, Garage Equipment.
My mana.
Yes.
This poor man.
Oh no.
I've got to say though, at least I do hope GS has creep clearing compatibility. Capacity is the word I was looking for. Is pretty good, especially with that
Divine Rapier.
Tower is under attack.
I'm surprised Wooden PC hasn't gone back for an Ags though, by the way, with the amount of damage it gets thrown out in this team.
Yeah, you'd think so.
So anybody who doesn't know, basically when you get below a certain amount of health, all of your mana turns into a very big damage blocker. So I feel like in this game where all of their damage at the moment comes from that Arena Cataclysm combo, you need to be able to survive that first hit and then you'll be alright, I think.
Yeah,
There is a decent amount of
buyback is
sustained damage,
important,
but
but-
you need to deal with that first impact.
Tier 5 neutrals coming out.
You say buyback is important, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, tier 5 neutrals are coming out right now, so
Yeah.
we'll see
Speaking of buyback,
what they
we
decide
have
to go.
3 buybacks available. There's currently Shadow Shaman, Luna, and the Crystal Maiden. Which again goes back to why did FU buy back on so many heroes after that last fight?
I think they thought buyback wasn't as that 90s didn't have as many buybacks as they did, because it was a reaction before they saw the 3 buybacks coming out from 90s. So
No, but
Mirror
two
Shield-
of the heroes bought back after the fact.
Okay, so now Luna is super fat. She got the force. boots, so
Oh,
could
she
get
got force
rid of her
boots. That is nice.
Then we have Book of Shadows, Seer Stone, Giant's Ring, Mirror Shield, and Stygian Desolator on the side of FU.
Speaking of Luna, what is her buyback at the moment? She has 4,900 surplus. She can buy just about anything. What do you buy?
You need an Ags right now.
Finish the Ags up. There we go.
You do have the mini stun talent.
And seconds later,
You do have the mini stun talent on the Eclipse.
yeah.
So Roche is up, and he is on the side of Radiant, so they are going to get the banner for Gaben Creeps once again.
Oh boy.
So that Raw makes you do 25% less damage, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
no.
is a slow row shot.
It makes you take 25% more damage. Okay. They change how that works.
That's kind of redundant. But this right here shows you why the monkey needed to go Ags as desperately as he did, though.
Will always be to rise
Yeah, it took forever to deal with that. So they are giving the refresher shard to the Monkey King for double Wukongs. What does he...
Double Wukongs, double BKB, double Abyssal. They need to hold the
Yes.
Luna down.
So is he just going to... Yeah, not...
YOLO
Blink
and
Dagger's
BKB,
not a
Abyssal her, slap her, Abyssal her again.
Man, watching a Monkey King buy a Blink Dagger always feels weird if he's not upgrading it. So he is upgrading it to Swift Blink, but... Dude, your shard is just a better Blink Dagger.
A blink dagger with damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
A
So?
blink dagger, but ouch. So where is this banner being used?
It hasn't yet, so it looks good. There is the Arcana Somber, by the way.
Yeah,
Who was
that's
it picked
going
up
to
on?
hurt.
Oh,
That was
there comes
already-
the Arena of Blood. And there are going to be KBs, going to kill a little bit of time. There goes the
Oh my
double
lord.
cataclysm, but it's not quite as big as it was this time. But now there's the refreshed Arena of Blood. Man of the Van, he is currently trying to do as much as he possibly can, but no one's died just yet somehow. And it will come to an end finally. 333, he's in the middle of everybody, but it looks like he will be just brought down there. The Luna doing so much damage. The mini stuns are just stopping everybody. Now, the Aegis is back. Man of the Van, he will be coming back, but he should just be held still in the middle of everybody. My frames just decide that they are going to leave the house. And it is a 1-for-1 so far. GS kind of hunting a bit, but decides against it.
They did take the tower in that.
No, tower was gone before.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. So it's a
So
1-for-1.
they got absolutely nothing. All right.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, I know 1-for-1, but the Aegis also went away, and that was Refresher Shard used as well.
And refresh on Invoker and BKB on everyone else, and you know.
Yeah.
So
Has the flag been put down
What-
yet? I can't see it.
no, they're holding on to it.
Shall I make of this?
So what are they going to do? Are they going to wait for 2 more Roshans and then do it in every single lane at once? Because I mean that's one way to end it.
That is a play, I suppose. I kind of want to see what that does.
Force boots on Shaman.
Oh, that is a lot of damage. That Tormentor hurts. 280 gold each. Everyone has a shot on 90s. Dude, GS does so much damage in these fights, though.
Yeah, that is the problem with the Luna late game. It would be better if they had a lane of Rax, and then this game would just be over right now, but
Yeah. The problem is, this is definitely a situation where you need everyone on FU to die.
without buyback, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have
That's rough.
buybacks on FU at the moment.
No.
But
As
you
you
can't
say,
push out.
there's a buyback on Crystal Maiden and Invoker.
You
but
can't
then-
push out against them.
But then conversely, there's also a buyback on only Luna and Shadow Shaman, so everything's a little bit slow at the moment.
Yeah.
They
You
are
definitely
all
can't
starting to
push
come
out.
back now, though. To be fair.
You definitely can't push out on the Mega Creeps, because if you do, then they're just going to place a banner, and whoever you leave to
Yeah.
defend the base is going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, the
Unless
only
it's Luna,
person
in
they
which
can.
case
I
you
was going to
aren't
say.
pushing.
Yeah, I was literally about to say. The only person who I would comfortably put to defend the base against everything right now is the Luna. OD doesn't have the AoE damage. Centaur doesn't kill things fast enough.
This is
Shaman
a hard fought game.
will just die. And undying isn't worth talking about.
So do we need to talk about the fact that FU came out from a 60-minute game into another hour-long game?
Yeah.
Do you think stamina might be an issue here, or?
I mean, they can relax as long as they stay relaxed. The most important thing right now is 333. He's looking, snaking in the back a little bit here, but they see him. Oh no! Chinese man, he's gonna see him. Oh! He's gonna be able to hold him in place and he will just die!
Performance.
Okay.
Alrighty! So that's another
Back to
2
Roche.
minutes.
Back to sitting in the Roche pits if you're a Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. As soon as you see Day, one of the supports is just going to sit there in the Roche pit.
Yeah.
Bounty.
Oh, garage equipment in a situation that seems a little bit too familiar for him at the moment. As
I wouldn't. Oh, God. Iceroth. Holy crap, man.
oh dear. Monkey King has load shedding coming up soon. Oh!
Does he have a plan for it?
I don't know what the plan is for this. I don't think they were planning to have
Do they need someone to log
3
into his
hours
account?
worth of Dota in 2 games.
This would have to go down to an admin decision then, surely.
I feel like it's probably going to be something along those lines. There's going to be a
Oh,
rule
but are you
somewhere.
ready to make an admin call?
Yeah.
Because he is in a quick chat.
If you win on goodwill and nothing else. This is a very interesting game though. Like, how do you close this out as a FU? So
Hello?
90s is an easy answer, right? 90s is wait for them to make a mistake. Be patient, it'll happen in the end. There's a bit of a fight starting to come up from the top lane now. They need to be very careful. There goes the Arena Blood. They're going to hold GS in place. But he's going to be able to use his ult. We'll get out of the Cataclysm for now. We'll be able to drop off his ult now. There's the continuation of it. All of the frames are starting to leave now, and they need to be very, very careful as the Satanic now being used by GS. He's going to try and move forward a little bit. There's a lot of damage. They'll bring him down. He does have still buyback though. A little bit of a continuation going on. There's the second Cataclysm. Refresher has been used. Mo will let it go in the middle of everybody now. And it looks like they will be able to lose 2 other people there on top of it as well. Meanwhile, in the backline...
All buybacks coming out though. I am back. Hello.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Welcome. It looks like the turnaround is a little bit there with a few more attacks. Oh my god!
no,
Man with advantage gets deleted. 333. He will die
No
again.
buyback on Monkey King, they have to leave.
And Mars
But
once
meanwhile,
again
Radiant
wasting a buyback.
Run.
Ares
Run.
goes in, he's trying to kill a little bit of time, but
Mirror shield.
the mirror shield kills a little bit of time. Ares, what are you doing? He turns around for a second, but decides better of it after the fact. You can sense there's a little bit of antsiness coming out from FU now, starting to force things a little bit as Ares was trying to backdoor in the middle of all of that.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my internet right now.
So, yeah, I guess FU finding themselves in a position where they need to come up with something, anything, because we're now at the point where substantially Luna is the biggest and nastiest person around. Did she get her Divine back, by the way? No, she did not. So, there's now a little bit of a return commitment now from 90s as they try and move forward, but now the Arena Blood will hold everybody in place. There's another Cataclysm coming out. Wooden PC eats a lot of them. And he probably will go down here in the end with a few more right clicks. He will. He does have buyback though, and he will use it immediately. Baldwin, he's the next one in lane. But it looks like GS, he's going to try and hard commit now. Blinks in the middle of everybody, uses his ult. That is the Aghanim's ult, so there's a lot of damage coming out. Man with the van will eventually be brought down. Mo, standing in the middle of everybody now. He's going to try and get away out of this now. The Mortimer Kisses are doing a lot of damage in the backline. Astroth, he will get held in place by Chinese man. And now Ares trying to cause a little bit more chaos now. But GS, he will get himself his... his Divine Rapier back. Oh boy.
Invisibility.
What a very nice aggressive move from 90s there. To try and gain a little bit of I guess a bit of a position in this game back. So we find ourselves where the net worths are dead even. And the win percentage is actually going back for the side of 90s.
Yeah, this is a very, very tactical game now. So buybacks are all used on Radiant, and they know they're all used on Radiant, but the problem is Monkey King has so far to go for buyback, man. He just finished Swiftblink.
It's a bit of a hard commit. But you find yourself in a situation now, though, where the... You know, when you're in a position where you haven't even lost a single lane of racks and you got Megas, that maybe he's thinking, okay, if I can just survive... There's a... He finds himself in... there's a BKB used on Monkey there.
Yeah, that was a panic from Monkey King. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Rosh is up for the side of FU.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Oh, he got the courier that had Shadow Shaman Ags.
That is
Oh,
unfortunate.
no.
It is... I mean, it is only the split shot thing, which isn't going to matter until they get into base anyway. I think.
It
Like,
does
at the
help
mo-
pushing creep waves, but yeah.
At the moment, I mean, his ult is sort of an addition right now. It's not that ridiculously impressive, I suppose.
Roshan again. 90s cannot contest this. Everyone is up.
Yeah. I'm sure that Mars brings himself back. And there's the roar again. So they know it's happening, but as you say, not exactly a lot they can do about it. Rosh is starting to hit really, really hard, actually. Dude,
500
Roshan
damage.
has 520 damage. And
They got the
45
Gaben
armor.
creeps again. They got the Gaben creeps again.
Did they use it? I didn't actually see it if they used it the last time.
They did use it. Where did it go?
The refresh on Mo, by the way.
Did they already use it? Oh
I
no, Invoker has it.
can't see it. Okay.
Invoker has it. Okay.
So, yeah, here we find ourselves in a situation once again. Where,
This is the time where you get Helm of the Dominator and Manta style. Like, you know that Manta style trick I was talking about where you have the Manta style and the stash?
Yeah.
This is the time to use it.
yeah.
For both teams.
Oh boy, garage equipment. How do you like mana? Not? Good. Oh, there's the Arena of Blood on the backhand. They're going to try and kill things down a little bit now. But Man of the Van going a little bit too aggressive. He will go forward a little bit now. Mo uses his ult, but unfortunately it will get
does
cancelled.
have
On the
the
backhand, the snake's being thrown out. Will slow down time a little bit now, but it's starting to get to the point now where that Arena of Blood is losing potency quickly.
Well, it did force out the BKBs, and the only one who has it left currently is Luna and Odin.
Oh,
no.
a triple three. Here's forward. And that will be the Aegis
Cataclysm.
down, but there's a double Cataclysm,
Double
does so
Cataclysm.
much
Oh
damage,
my
oh
God.
wow! And immediately that will put to the two main
game.
players in the
That's
ground.
game.
The last one left is Luna. She's got to play so carefully right now, but no, Shaman
What
buys
game
back
is
and
it?
immediately dead. Yeah, no, they're just going to commit on the Ancient now. They do have a Fortify, they're going to try and slow things down a little bit now. GS, he moves forward, he's trying to save this game somehow. Mo will actually go down. 30, triple three, no, okay, yeah, and that's game.
Team wipe from Radiant. Good game. And the
Oh
streak
my
continues.
lord. Yeah, did you just say the streak resumes?
The streak continues.
Okay, that's fair.
Very
good.
well played by both teams.
You can't blame me for this one.
Yeah, no, we called it at the beginning of the game. The Luna was just going to be the scariest thing on the map for FU.
My
and-
goodness.
Monkey King could not deal with her. The
Oh.
double cataclysms in the arena is what sealed the deal for this game, though. Iceroth just putting the mastery of Invoker.
Yeah. If you look in the post game, damage dealt, Asroth head and shoulders above anybody else. He had 30,000 damage more than the Luna.
That's just insane. He played out of his mind right now.
Yeah.
That was a very well played game from everyone, but
Yeah. And then we find
Jimmy-
ourselves definitely a situation where unfortunately GS had too much weight on his shoulders by the end there, I felt.
yeah, and also I'm looking at the teams, and to be fair to Ice, he did play an amazing game, but without Man with the Van setting that all up for him, keeping the people in the arena for the double cataclysms, I don't think it would be as
Yeah.
effective.
But the problem is it did get to the point where Man with Van sort of ran out of steam in the end, as we saw. But, you know, the mistakes had to happen by someone at some point. And unfortunately, feeders were allowed 4 or 5 mistakes before it would cost them anything. And 90s were allowed 1. And unfortunately, their mistake came first.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get to mega creeps and then the Gaben creeps afterwards. With the shot man.
Ridiculous amount of damage coming around. Oh,
Very well
boy.
played game by both teams, though.
Yeah, I'm quite glad about that. That's how we've had a really good game to be able to watch through, and I hope everybody that's been around has been enjoying it. Sorry again for a bit of a delay at the start of it, but we had a long enough game that I feel like it probably made up for it.